From the air, Switzerland reveals its soul, a landscape shaped by centuries, where bridges link more than just shores. They connect eras. Stone streets and church spires rise as quiet monuments to time, a patrimonial tapestry. It's living and enduring. And beyond the towns where history is etched into every wall, the land begins to breathe wide and wild. High above the clouds, where the air grows thin and the silence runs deep, the Alps rise. Not just mountains, but ancient guardians of Europe. Born of fire, carved by ice, they have stood watch for over 40 million years. And in their shadow, a nation grew shaped by stone, snow, and sky. This is Switzerland, a land where past and future walk side by side, where wild beauty meets human precision, and where every echo, from a cowbell to a cracking glacier, tells a story. But even the oldest giants are not immune to time. As glaciers retreat and seasons shift, the Alps speak in silence, a call not only to witness their majesty but to protect it before it slips away. Switzerland, echoes of earth and Tima, journey through beauty, history, and the fight to preserve it. Switzerland, a land where precision meets poetry. From sky-high peaks to intricate rivers where centuries-old towns blend with cutting-edge cities, bridges arc over pristine waters, carrying not just people, but generations of progress and preservation. Many of these stone bridges date back to the Middle Ages, originally built for merchants crossing the Alps. Over 60% of Switzerland is covered by mountains and forests, strict environmental laws protecting its biodiversity. Switzerland leads in sustainable urban design. Zurich and Geneva are ranked among the world's greenest cities. Rivers are the lifeblood of Switzerland. Take the Ari, a glacier-fed river that winds through the heart of the nation. In Bern, it forms a spectacular turquoise loop around the medieval old town, a natural moat that has protected the city for centuries. Then there's the Limit, flowing through Zurich, its surface mirroring Gothic spires and sleek glass towers. Across the country, more than 1,500 bridges weave together mountains, valleys, cities, and villages, from ancient Roman aqueducts to today's sleek, sustainable marvels. Each one tells a story of resilience, connection, and the harmonious blend of nature with human craftsmanship. Bern S. under de Bruck, constructed in Jolene, is one of the oldest stone bridges in Switzerland and remains in use today. Thanks to pioneering water conservation laws since the 1970s, Swiss rivers like the Ari and the Rhine are among the cleanest in the world. Supporting diverse aquatic life, Switzerland's public transport system operates with over 90% renewable energy, making it one of the greenest and most efficient transit networks globally. In Switzerland, preservation is not a project, it's a way of life. Across this land of peaks and valleys, people live not apart from nature, but within it. Forests are protected, rivers run clean, and even the smallest village works in harmony with the land it stands on. From the lowland vineyards to the high alpine pastures, Switzerland is home to some of the most carefully maintained ecosystems in Europe. Over 30% of the country is protected land, woven with trails, managed forests, and natural reserves. Villages tucked between hills and ridges. Tradition meets technology. Rooftops glisten with solar panels. Streets are served by electric buses, and farms operate with zero-waster practices. Switzerland's environmental legacy isn't built on size, but on intention. Each region, no matter how small, takes ownership of its air, water, and soil. From recycling systems in cities to grazing rules in alpine meadows, preservation is stitched into daily life. And while the scenery may seem untouched, it is deeply protected. Every flowered field, every clear lake, every forest trail is part of a system of care, a commitment to ensure these breathtaking landscapes endure for generations. Here in Switzerland, the beauty you see is not by chance. It is preserved deliberately, responsibly, and together. Dotted across endless green meadows are wooden chalets, each telling a story of generations rooted in harmony with the land. Their sloped roofs and flower-decked balconies aren't just charming. They are designs born of survival against snow, wind, and time. Many Swiss chalets date back to the 1700s. These homes are built from local timber and designed for energy efficiency. Switzerland is a leader in eco-architecture with technologies like geothermal heating and solar roofs. Villages, meadows, and the cowbell song, a living tapestry of the Swiss Alps, high in the Swiss valleys, where clouds brush the mountain peaks and the air is crisp with the scent of wildflowers. Time seems to slow, or perhaps it simply holds steady. Across the meadows, the soft clang of cowbells echoes, not just a soothing soundscape, but a symbol of a rural rhythm that has endured for over a millennium. Here, in these tucked-away Alpine villages, life follows the ancient cycles of the land. These communities are not museum pieces. They are living, breathing testaments to Alpine transhumance, a tradition over 1,000 years old, where herders still guide their cattle up to high pastures each summer. This age-old practice shapes both culture and landscape, preserving a unique harmony between humans, animals, and nature. The meadows themselves are more than a canvas of beauty. They are carefully managed ecosystems, nurtured to protect over 1,200 species of wildflowers, butterflies, and pollinators. Every blade of grass and bloom is part of a delicate, intentional balance, a collaboration between generations of farmers and the alpine environment. And yet, tradition here walks hand in hand with innovation. Many of these mountain farms are now certified organic and powered by solar energy, showcasing a new kind of sustainability rooted in ancestral wisdom. Wooden chalets use centuries-old architecture while incorporating modern ecological design. Proof that progress doesn't mean abandoning the past in every cowbell's chime. In every shepherd's path across the slopes, the story of Switzerland's rural soul unfolds, a quiet, powerful reminder that nature and heritage thrive best when they are one and the same. In the high meadows, life moves with quiet rhythm. Cows graze where wildflowers bloom, their bells ringing softly, not just a sound, but as a heartbeat of the land. For centuries, cows have shaped not only the Swiss landscape, but the very identity of its people. Their movement defines the seasons from winter stables to summer pastures, a tradition known as Alpine transhumance. It's passed down for over 1,000 years. In these villages, cows are more than livestock. They are companions, providers, and symbols of a way of life that honors balance with nature. Their milk becomes world famous. Cheese is Gruyere, mental, crafted not in factories, but in wooden huts above the tree line with time and care. Beyond the farms, the wild still thrives. Golden eagles soar in silence, all part of a fragile, living web that the Swiss people work fiercely to protect. From cowbells in the valley to pop rints on snow-covered ridges, animals are not separate from the story of this land. They are part of its soul. In the warmth of spring and summer, the alpine valleys of Switzerland come alive with color and quiet rhythm. Green pastures roll between time-worn chalets, and from every hillside, the gentle chime of cowbells drifts through the air, a sound that has marked the pace of life here for generations. Nestled between flower-filled meadows and snow-dusted peaks, these villages are not just postcard perfect, They are guardians of an enduring way of life. For over 1,000 years, families have practiced alpine transhumance, the seasonal movement of livestock to high mountain pastures. This ancient tradition shapes both the land and the culture, ensuring that the fields remain rich, the animals healthy, and the ecosystem in balance. Each summer, wildflower meadows burst into bloom, supporting more than 1,200 species of insects and rare plants. These vibrant fields are carefully maintained, cut at just the right time, grazed with care, and protected from overuse. Every bloom is a symbol of the deep respect for nature that runs through Swiss rural life, and while the traditions run deep, many of today's alpine farms are forward-thinking. From solar-powered barns to organic dairies, these remote communities lead in sustainable agriculture, showing that progress doesn't have to mean leaving the past behind. As the sun casts long golden rays over wooden rooftops in the mountains, stand watch in the distance, there's a sense that life here moves to its own timeless rhythm, slow, steady, and in tune with the land. Switzerland's lakes are more than just postcard-perfect scenery. They are living chronicles of the nation's journey through time. Fed by ancient glaciers and nestled among Alpine peaks, these waters have shaped trade, culture, and innovation. For centuries, Lake Geneva, the largest in Switzerland, has mirrored history since Roman times. During the Middle Ages, it became a vital artery for commerce, linking Alpine communities with southern Europe. Traders sailed its waters, ferrying salt, wine, and textiles, while cities like Geneva and Lausanne flourished as vibrant hubs of diplomacy and exchange. Lake Lucerne, set against dramatic mountain backdrops, was once the grand stage for steamboats, carrying romantic era poets, artists, and European royals. Its shores echo with the spirit of Swiss independence nearby. The legendary Rutli Meadow is where the Swiss Confederation was born in 1291. Today, Swiss lakes remain pristine sanctuaries. Their water is so pure that in many places it's safe to drink straight from the shore, a testament to Switzerland's deep-rooted culture of environmental protection. These lakes are also engines of sustainability. Hydropower plants harness their flow to generate more than 60% of the country's electricity, making Switzerland a leader in clean energy. Whether you're sailing beneath medieval castles, hiking along panoramic shorelines, or sipping fresh lake water at a mountain in Switzerland's lakes, invite you to experience a timeless blend of natural wonder and human heritage, a journey through the soul of the Alps. In winter, Switzerland is cloaked in silence and snow. Lakes freeze at the edges, rivers slow under sheets of ice, and bridges stretch over waters glazed in white. Here, where water meets stone, a deeper stillness settles, a balance between nature's quiet power and centuries of human presence. Across the snow-laden rooftops of Lucerne, the chapel bridge stands, weathered but enduring since 1333. Its wooden frame, dusted in frost, spans the icy Reuss River, just as it has for nearly 700 winters. A bridge not only between shores, but across time. Beneath the surface, the story flows on. Even as snow blankets the valleys, hydropower stations continue to harness the flow of alpine waters, supplying over 40% of Switzerland's electricity, clean energy drawn from the very landscape that rests under snow and on the surface of remote mountain lakes. A new vision is taking shape: floating solar panels, engineered to function in harsh alpine winters. Here, innovation doesn't fight nature, it adapts, it respects, and it learns from it. Above it all, the Alps rise. Entirely draped in white, their jagged silhouettes softened by snow. Ice clings to pine branches, trails vanish into silence, and villages sleep under thick blankets of white. In this season, nature reigns, but always in quiet partnership with those who've lived here for generations. Switzerland, in winter, is not just beautiful, it is profound. A place where frozen lakes mirror frozen peaks, and every snowflake is part of a living legacy of balance, resilience, and deep respect for the land. Switzerland is more than a place, it is a promise that beauty and balance can endure if we choose to protect them. From the heights of the Alps, to the quiet paths through flowered meadows, to the bridges that carry centuries beneath our feet, this is a land that calls not just to the eyes, but to the heart. Because in every cowbell's ring, in every reflection on a still lake, and in every whisper of melting ice, the earth speaks. Will we listen? Switzerland, echoes of earth and Tima, journey through beauty, history, and the fight to preserve it.